Good morning. So, today we'll start from magnitude of force. Now, what is the meaning of the word magnitude? Magnitude actually means resultant force. So, one example is given here. This all of you must have experienced that when many people they are pushing any object or lifting any object, it's very easier because there is unity in strength. All of you must have read the story of the stick that father asked his children to break one stick. It was easier to break a stick, but when he asked them to break a bundle of sticks, it was very difficult because resultant force they were together. So when one person has to push any heavy object, it's difficult. But if 4 or 5 people push the object, then it's easier. So magnitude actually means resultant force. A few examples are given in your book. Now, in the previous class, I had told you the SI unit of force is Newton, and we define Newton as the force which is applied to a mass of 1 kg to move it with a speed of 1 meter per second. Now, you can see in your book, example is given when two forces act in the same directions. So in this image you can see two people they are applying force on the car along the same direction. So we have called the force as F1 and F2. So resultant F force will be F1 plus F2. So when two forces act in the same direction, it's easier. The total magnitude and the net effect of the force increases. Second is when they act in opposite direction. Most common example is the example of tug of war. Tug of war is a game which two teams play. Here in your book, the example is explained with the help of a car. Two people they are applying forces, but that is in opposite direction. So obviously it will be difficult. So resultant force, how will we calculate? By subtracting F1 minus F2. So when two different forces they act in different directions, then the total magnitude and the net effect of the force decreases. And if this is not clear, a very common example is that all of you must be riding a bicycle, and you must have experienced that if you are going uphill, that means on a slope or any bridge, and if it is a windy day, then it's very difficult to do paddling. You also go on applying force, and the wind is also applying force opposite against you, and until and unless your magnitude of force is greater than the force applied by the wind, it's difficult for you to paddle the bicycle and move ahead. So if there is equal forces act in opposite direction, then it's very difficult. Now when two equal forces act in opposite directions, that is the third example. First example was when two applied forces they act in the same direction. So how we calculated the resultant force? F is equal to F1 plus F2. Second is when they act in opposite directions, then we calculate the resultant force as F1 minus F2. Third case is when they are acting in opposite directions. So the resultant force will be 0. Again, the same example has been explained. So what is the summary? Now if two forces act along the same direction on a stationary object, they move the object and speed it up. If they act on an object along opposite direction, then the object moves in the direction of greater force. This you must understand, that if you are applying more force, if 2-3 friends they apply more force and you have to move any almirah, then you can easily push it. Now if two equal forces act in an opposite direction, then the resultant force will be 0. Now types of force. Now force has been divided into two broad categories. One is your contact force and second is non-contact force. Now as the name suggests, the contact forces are those which can be exerted by one object on the other only when there is physical contact between the two. A number of examples are there. Muscular force. So for doing any work, we generally use the muscles of our hands or the legs. So the force that is exerted by muscles is called muscular force. Both push and pull involve the action of muscles in a body. So number of activities we do, like kicking a football, stretching something, pulling something, different physical workouts we do, like skipping a rope, washing clothes and all. So all the activities, they involve muscular force. So I am sending an animated video related with this, and rest will continue in the next class. Thank you.